He says, you want to be a missionary? No problem. I will empower you to be a missionary. Well, I understand that whole idea of missions, because it was only a few days ago that I stood with this little child. We were standing in a village in the bush of Africa. Would you like to tell me how old you think this little baby is? This little baby, we found out from his father, was born in a mud hut with a thatched roof, with mud walls, in a space the size of your kitchen where 6 people live and sleep. No running water, no indoor plumbing. And the mother died when this baby was born 6 months ago. And this baby is being raised by an elderly grandmother in a nation where the average age is 42 when people die, and the average salary is about $1.42 a day. A day. And this child had never had cereal before. Oh wait, I thought missions was this. Yeah, we did that too. Soccer stadiums filled with 15,000 people. And people came to Jesus as I passed the baton as best I could. Yeah, but it's more than this. And it's more than this. It's this. It's this little grandmother who took that little baby when it was born, and in order to keep it from crying, put it against her dry breasts just to stop its crying. This baby is malnutrition, needed medical care. But what we did is Kelly here, who is a counselor at a public middle school, sat with this little grandma, and through the interpreter that you see standing behind her, helped her understand how to mix this formula so that she could feed it to this baby with a little spoon, no bottles, just a little spoon. And right behind her, that's the kitchen. On the front stoop of this mud hut is where they light the fire and boil the water in that little tin that you see just the edge of. And we taught her how to boil the water and mix the food. So many would say, wait a minute, I thought this was missions. Yes, it's this, but it's more. It's much, much more. It's you and I being empowered by the Holy Spirit, because the very essence of the church, the very essence and nature of Hope's church is passing the baton. It's passing the baton. You say, why? Why is that so important to you, Sam? Why? Because in my life, it was when someone stood in a meeting just like this, and Patty had been invited to that meeting. Patty, who at age 9 was abandoned by her drunk, alcoholic, abusive mother. Her mother just left her one day in the house. She comes home from school and nobody's there. And Patty is shipped across the country from Somerset, Pennsylvania to Wisconsin to find her newly married sister. And when she finds her newly married sister, her sister tells her, don't put the bags in the house, you're not sleeping here tonight. And she's turned over to foster care in the state of Wisconsin to people she doesn't even know. And at age 15, Patty meets a young man in the United States Air Force. He gets married. The marriage doesn't answer what she's looking for. And so what do couples do when the answer is not in the marriage? They get pregnant, And a little baby boy is born because the baby boy's going to answer everything she's looking for. But that didn't answer it either. And 3 years later, she sits where you're sitting today. And someone stands up just like me and holds out the baton and says, there's hope in Jesus Christ. Bring everything from your past and Jesus will turn all that's bad to good. He'll forgive all the sin. He'll give you a brand new start. And he'll give you a chance to hold the baton out to others. She grabs the hand of her 3-year-old little boy. She comes and she responds to Jesus Christ. And everything changes. How do I know that? Because I'm that 3-year-old boy. And Patty is my mother. Who somebody reached out with the baton of Jesus Christ and said, here's the hope. And here's the answer. And we can do that not only in Africa, but right here in Charlotte.